Hi everyone, Assalamu alaikum, Dzień dobry. It's time for our maths. Now, yesterday you were working on counting up to 6 objects reliably. Do you remember? Did you have a tea party? Did you manage to get one set up at home? I hope so. That'd be really good. Well, today we're going to be learning about something called conservation of number within the numbers to 6. We'll come across that in a bit, but let's get our brains warmed up with a song that we already know. It's a song about some men in a flying saucer. In this flying saucer we have, count with me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little men. And they're all inside a flying saucer. So join in with me if you can. 6 little men in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked left to right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. How many are left? 2, 3, 4, 5. That's right. Ready? 5 little men in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked to left to right and they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. That was 5. We've got one less now. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. You ready? 4 little men in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked left to right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. How many have we got left? That's right, it's 3. You ready? 3 little men in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked left to right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. Let's see how many are left. There were 3. 1 less makes 2. You ready? 2 little men in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked to left to right, but they didn't like the sight, so one man flew away. 1 little man in a flying saucer flew round the world one day. They looked left to right, but he didn't like the sight, and then he flew away. How many left inside our flying saucer? 0, none. There were 6. We had 6, and then 1 flew away to make 5. Then another one that left us with 4. Another one left us with 3. And then another one left us with 2. Then 1, and then finally 0. There was none left at the end. Okay. Let's hope that scene was really good. So yesterday when we were counting, you were looking at how the stopping number shows us how many objects we have altogether. I've got 2 sets of objects or items in front of me. I've got some nuts, some almonds, and some pasta shells. Let's see if we can count these together. I'm going to touch them when I count. That just keeps it easier. I find I often lose track if I don't do that. Can you join in with me though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 objects altogether in this set. Let's count these. You ready? Does it matter where we count from? Why not? Well, remember, it doesn't matter. It's a stopping number that shows how many things there are in the group altogether. Let's start here. You ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost counted 1 twice, and it's a good job I was pointing. Let me just check that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in both sets of objects there are 6 items altogether because the stopping number shows us how many we have altogether. Now let's just see. These were some almonds. Let's get rid of the almonds for a moment. We'll get rid of the shells as well. Now I'm going to show you some more of my objects from my home. Let's see if we can count them. There's some dolls. A wooden bird, a starling. a stone hippopotamus, porcelain frog, porcelain tortoise, and an elephant made from a stone called jade. Okay, now when I look at these animals, they're not in any order. Remember, we're doing the order by size last week. We're not looking at size particularly now. We could do. Obviously, it's hard to say which of these two is the smaller one, but they're certainly the smaller ones in the set, and that to me looks just a little bit bigger. But today, it's not about the size of the objects, it's about the quantity. It's about how many we have. So, I built out some objects. My first thing to do, with some help from you, I hope, is to count them. So, let's start here today. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many are there? That's right. If I move them so there is a little bit more space in between them, how many do you think there will be now? Yeah, that's right, it is. It's 6. I've not taken any away. I've not added any more. I've just made a bit more space in between them. And no matter how we put them, we can put them in the line. I said earlier on we weren't going to arrange them by height order, but if we were to do so, I've just found out that the elephants are smallest of all. I can put them like this. 1, 2. Yeah, the tortoise is taller than the hippo. 3, 4. Yeah, we looked at these already. So it's a dolls. 5. And one more makes how many? That's right. There are 6 objects altogether. Now, one thing that I like doing is playing games, and many of the games that I play use dice. And here's a dice now. Now, a dice is a cube shape, as we know, and on each side there are dots which represent numbers. So I'm going to hold this die to the screen. What number do those dots represent? That's right, 2. How do you know? Yeah, you counted them. Okay, let's try a few more. This is the biggest number on the die. You count those? Yeah, it's quite tricky, isn't it? It's 6. And try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go down in ones. What's this number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. This number? Count them. 3, that's right. This number? 2, and finally, number 1. Okay, so by looking at the dice, we have seen that there are numbers represented up to the number 6. Now, I play lots of games, as I said, and one thing that I'm quite used to now is just knowing what numbers look like according to the pattern. We call it subitizing, when it's to do with the way that numbers have been set out. So I look at that and I know it's a 6 because of the way it's set out, and the same with all the others. Now, some of you have seen dice before, so I'm going to just see how good you are at recognizing numbers really quickly. Are you ready? What's this? Yes, it was. It was number 2. What's this? That's number 4. And this. 3. Next one. What's this? Yeah, 6. Well done. Okay, so I've learnt those by looking at them, but that's just because I've played a lot of games. Maybe you can do that too. For our main job though today, we're going to see how many ways we can arrange different numbers or subitize different numbers. It's not at first you start with one thing. Well, you can only really do that. You can only put one thing down there. Can't really arrange it. Anywhere I put it on my table, I've only got the 1. Okay, I get one more. One more makes 2. That's right. So 2. Well, you put them this way. You put them this way. Okay, let's get one more. We've got 2 here. One more will make. That's right, 3. So with 3, I can make it slightly different. I can put them in a line, going this way, but I can make arrange them differently. Now I've got 3, I can make different shapes. I've made like a triangle. Whichever way I look at it, I have 3. Onwards with 4. So I've got, let's just check. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you remember why I'm touching them? Yeah, so I don't lose count. Okay, let's just check again then. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to have a little bit of time now investigating what we can do with number 4. Okay, now I'm going to see what I can do. Well, we've already got one here. We've got a line of 4s. I'm also going to have this, almost like a square shape. I can almost make it into a rectangular shape. No matter how we look at it though, I'm not taking any away. I'm not adding any in. I'm only ever going to have 4. Okay, so it doesn't matter how they split up. Doesn't matter how we arrange them. Whatever we do, there are 4. Okay, so let's see how many different ways I have for 4. I've got a line. I can do that, but it's still a line really, isn't it? This was slightly different, wasn't it? That square shape that we made, and then if you remember, we had some in a line, and then we can put maybe that one there, or there, or there. I am investigating before. That's not your job though. Your job is to investigate and explore how you can subitize with the number 6. So you will need some counters. I've used pasta because I had some in the cupboard. Anything that you might have that's suitable to use in the cupboard that your grown-up think's fine. You might have some counters. You might be able to make some counters out of cardboard or paper. That's up to you. But what's up to the lesson? That didn't sound right, did it? What's up to the lesson? No, the point of the lesson is to have a go at seeing how we can arrange our objects. So you are going to start with 6. I've got 4. I'll get 2 more. 4, 5, 6. I know I've got 6 altogether. And then I'm going to stop. It's your job now to go and investigate how many different ways you can arrange your 6 counters, your 6 objects. Okay, if you feel success and your grown-ups can send a picture of you doing some maths onto Evidence Me, I'll be happy to see it. I love seeing what you're doing at home. Okay guys, see you tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you in real life one day soon, we hope. Okay, take care. Bye bye.